particular case, she was actually our first links participant in the whole project, and it still captured my attention, her story. So she was referred direct from the clinical community health worker. She's a 62-year-old Hispanic female with uncontrolled diabetes. During the baseline, she was very emotional. She almost cried like the whole interview, and she was telling me that she felt very sad. She felt lonely. She she is married, but she still felt like her husband wasn't listening to her. She was not talking to her kids, and they were not letting her see her grandkids. So she was very emotional. It lasted close to 3 hours, the first assessment, and actually the links was designed for baseline, third month follow-up, and 6 month follow-up was designed to last at least 45 minutes to an hour. So with her, we lasted close to 3 hours because we couldn't cut her. It was like she needed to be listened. So after she bent everything, after she shared a lot, she was offered a variety of referrals like counseling. She told me she got counseling before and it didn't work for her, but she was trying to try. She was willing to try it again. She was offering also diabetes workshop. She mentioned during the assessment that she wanted to get a job, so I gave her information where she could go to get help to get her resume done. But she said she wanted to focus on counseling. Not that she couldn't use any of the other referrals, but actually I didn't want to overwhelm her. She had enough. So I let her decide, okay, if this is more important for you, let's go ahead and do the counseling. I gave her the information and I told her to please follow up with me to see what happened with that. Links Practice was designed for follow-ups every month, but we as community health workers had the flexibility to do more follow-ups if we consider the patient needed. So I called her a week after the first time we met, and she was not getting the help she needed. She didn't get the help from counseling because she said she called, but they didn't have any openings until in a couple of months. And that's how she left it. She didn't call me back. She just left it like that. So I told her, okay, let's go ahead and let me give you two more places where you can call. We were not doing their appointments because one of our goals was to make participants feel empowered to do things for themselves. We didn't want to be doing things for them because we didn't want them to feel abandoned until the end of the project. It was like 6 months and then feel abandoned. So we wanted them to feel empowered. So I called her 2 days after that phone call, and that's when she told me, okay, I have an appointment. They're going to see me in 2 weeks. So that was fine. I called her the following week, and she said she was excited about that. So just to make a long story short, because this was very long, I kept following with her every month. She told me the first month I followed up with her, she told me she was seen by counseling every week. So the follow-ups were constantly during the first 4 months. And she was doing better. She told me she was doing better. We were doing them all by the phone. So I wasn't able to meet with her. At the end of the project, like around the 5th and the 6th follow-up, it was very hard to contact her. I kept leaving her messages. I kept calling her, and she was not returning my phone calls. So I got a little bit of anxiety, and I contacted the clinical community health worker. She told me, you know what, I think she's doing fine. She keeps coming to the clinic. So I said, oh, okay, well, maybe life happens. I don't know what happened. One day I saw her at the clinic. She approached me and she apologized because she was not able to return my phone calls. But she said she wanted to meet for the last follow-up. But right when I saw her at the clinic, you could see her face difference. And Martha mentioned it. They don't even have to talk. You can see their expression, and it was completely different. She actually smiled. She didn't smile the first time we met. So we met for the last follow-up. She shared with me that now she was seeing counseling only once every 2 months because, first of all, she felt better, and second, she didn't have time because now she was talking to her kids and she was helping them with her grandkids. A1C, her diabetes was under control now because now she had the time and the willing to take care of herself because she wanted to be healthy to be able to see her grandkids grow up. So she shared with me that the first time we met, even though we didn't address anything the first time, when she left the office, she felt like relief after being listened by someone. So she said, well, there is hope. Not that at the clinic she was not listened, but she said the difference was that the fact that she was outside the clinic felt her feel more connected with the community. Like she was able to see more social support, not because of the clinicals. I think she related the clinic to be healthy, but not emotionally better. So she said now she's taking better care of herself because she wants to live longer. And actually, she shared with me her results for the blood sugar, and they were much better than the first time. So this particular story, it really captured my attention because I think she was feeling so bad emotionally, but not being able to see her grandkids, that she didn't pay attention to her health. It was like, I don't have time, I'm hurting emotionally. So I think this is a very good example.